All right, so we skipped something because you jumped to That's the Business. I want to go to Meet the Dealers.
Yes.
Because that was really your first single.
100%.
A lot of people don't know that. That was like really
that
100%. The first official solo Big Rich single. Yeah, it was Meet the Dealers.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the people who produced it and just who was on that record and the history behind that.
So your boy was on the record, and he was on the record because I kind of hijacked the beat off of his Juice.
Oh,
right.
It was
yeah. So Droop-E produced it. That's E40 son. We was at Mike Denton's studio in Oakland, Alameda.
Yeah.
And he was coming there to get beats to your boy. You know what I mean? And I'm like listening, and I'm like, yeah, I'm Big Rich. You know, this is like the days when you got to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And he knew me because the 40 knew me and shit. But he wasn't on me. He was there to get beats of your boy, who was on fire. And I'm like, hey, bro, this one tight. Like, you think I can, like, fuck with this one? Like, yeah, go ahead. It's cool. Like, you feel me? And then, so I put your boy on it so I can get it. You know what I'm trying to say? But the shit came together so dope that 40 ended up putting it on, like, Droop-E's album. It was like a producer album he did.
Yeah.
And he put it on there, and it was like one of the singles because the radio started playing it.
Yeah.
Meet the Dealers was like a song we did in 20 minutes. It felt good. It felt right. And it was perfect. It was kind of genius because we were still done deal at the time.
Okay.
Right? And it was like a double meaning. It was like Meet the Dealers talking about selling dope and shit, but it was also Meet the Dealers.
The niggas from Done Deal.
The niggas from Done Deal. So it worked. It hit. I remember I think we dropped it on MySpace.
Yeah.
But I didn't know people knew it until I went to before there was Super Hyphy, DJ Amen used to just do like regular concerts at the Phoenix Theater in Petaluma. And we went out there. I forgot who was performing out there at the time. We went, and then it's in the documentary too. It's in the documentary. The Big Rich, the Block Tester one with the Demolition Men. We go on stage, and I'm starting to bubble up a little bit, enough for Amen to let me perform.
Yeah.
He was like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." So I gave him. He was like, "Hey," and he meant to ask this like not in a condescending way, but like, I don't know if these people gonna know you. So he was like, "Hey, how many of y'all ever heard of Big Rich?" Nigga, and them motherfucking white boys went crazy like, "Hey!" I was like, "Oh, these niggas know." Nigga, my swag was through the roof. Nigga, that shit came on. I had my blue, my royal blue hat on with the black and royal blue Meet the Dealer shirt. It just all worked out perfectly, nigga.
I'm glad you said that because we could talk about that a little bit. You were hella heavy on branding.
All the way.
Like, the branding game was crazy.
All the way. From the jump. It was always my name, Done Deal, somewhere had to be on my chest or on my hat. Always from the jump. I don't even know why. I mean, of course why, because I used to have to, like, build my clothes sometimes, too. Because they didn't have the fresh shit for big niggas at that time. That was before Sean John and shit was really heavy.
I don't know if this was the first time you performed a song or not, but remember that show at Terra SF?
Yes.
Over by Sound Factory?
Yes.
Was that? I feel like that was the first time.
That was for sure probably the
because it was on that show. You probably don't remember, but it was us. Even Odds, your boy Hustler.
Damn, I remember that. Classic
that fucking
nice. That shit used to be lit up there at Terra too.
Yeah. Naomi Tony.
Yes.
Tony Tran.
Tony Tran. That shit. Yeah. That had to be one of the first times I did it. But I remember that was probably the most fun time. That was like the come up time.
Yes.
That's the Business days was the
you kind of floating, right?
When you was like the nigga time, right? Yeah. And then like SF Anthem, which we'll probably get to, was like the Hall of Fame time. Like you like that was like now you feel like a legend type shit. But Meet the Dealers was the funnest time because it was like new energy, new nigga shit. We was the new hot niggas coming up. We didn't know what was gonna happen, but it was fun as fuck. Yeah.
What was the process with the Demolition Man? Like, were you creating songs with them, or was it more of, hey, I got a folder full of records, check these out?
It was a little bit of both. I think I brought like 7 records to the table.
Okay.
And that was like Northern Cali, That's the Business.
Northern Cali.
A few other records. It was we threw them in the pot, but the rest they wanted us to record. Okay. It was like what with DJ Fresh is doing that with the Tonight shows and shit. It was like,
do you have mechanic beats on that? Right?
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah. Mechanics did like 4 on there. Mechanics is like their producer.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, Mechanics did the one with me and Jay Stalin.
Okay.
Which was like a remake of the Jay-Z
Ordinary Players.
Ordinary Players.
Come on, man.
And then we did this nigga know. And then the one with Jack. The one with Jack and what's my guy on the hook? That was my guy too. I forgot. Aristotle. AP Aristotle. I don't know. Aristotle was on the hook.
Yeah, he was. He was on.
I remember 4 Racks. Yeah, we was in there, like the whole camp. It was we was deep. We was deep up in there. Jack wrote his shit from scratch that night. We was just up in there vibing, just fucking around. It was dope as hell. It was dope as hell.
So that
they really A&R'd that shit though. Like the Demolition Men was hands on. Like and it was an experience. They'd tell you from the beginning like, well, this is the way we do the projects and this is how it is, and it was fun. Because they had just did the Animal Planet when
I was getting ready to say that was always a goal of ours was to get to do that. But by that time, mixtapes was like we coined the phrase street album. I feel like
you did. Yeah,
it was street albums by that time. You know what I'm saying? When we was doing the Get Down and Lay Downs and all that shit. But
exactly
coming from that mixtape, going into the album, did you think you were prepared? How much prepared were you? How prepared were you, and what was the feeling around that leading up to October?
I felt victorious for doing the mixtape because I knew I had to get my buzz up. Yeah. Like it was like a thing where my mentality was always, I was grateful. As much of as difficult I was with Chuck, I was still very grateful. But more importantly, I understood the mechanisms of how this shit worked. Right, so it was like I knew I owed Chuck to go get hot. You know what I'm trying to say? Instead of being there complaining, when they gonna play our shit, Chuck? Or, damn, I'm over here talking. This is like a real conversation because I don't even usually talk like this during the interviews, but
because it's another myth I want to bust.
Got it. It was, nigga. I felt obligated for myself, but also for Chuck and everybody else that was investing in me to go get hot because I did not want to. I wanted to be hot.